Welcome back to Dimitri's Garage. It is a hot spring day here in Houston, Texas. Like many of you in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm gearing up for the summer. That means new projects, new events, car shows, and of course you've got to get your ride perfectly detailed. So today I'm going to tell you all about my favorite waxes for 2020. We're going to kick things off with traditional waxes and sealants. These come in paste as well as liquid form, and they're perfect for many newcomers as well as some experienced users. In fact, some major brands I've tested have histories that go back nearly 100 years. Of course, things have changed in the last 100 years, and these products now come in synthetic formulas, natural carnauba, as well as hybrid solutions. So what makes a good traditional wax? First, the product must be easy to use. There are plenty of challenging products that have other advantages, but a good traditional wax or sealant should be dead simple. Now do keep in mind that these are not necessarily the easiest products to use because they should not be put on headlights, rubber trim, plastic, and any kind of porous surfaces. They can also sometimes be difficult to remove if you put too much on. A quality wax should give your paint a nice luster. I want to see a deep gloss and shine. These products have a tendency to lay on thicker, and they make for a terrific opportunity for that really deep wet look. It should be a reasonably durable product. Most of you guys daily drive your cars. You don't have time to be waxing all the time. You need a product that lasts for months and keeps your car looking nice and clean between washes. Finally, I would like the product to protect the paint by creating a nice, slick, easy to wash surface. My favorite product in this category to date is the Wolfgang Deep Gloss. This hits all the check boxes that make it a great liquid sealant. When it comes to ease of use, Deep Gloss is perfect. Unless you're being silly, it's very hard to over-apply. Just put a bit on your favorite applicator pad and go nuts. When it's time to wipe off, the process is just as easy. Hit it with a nice plush terry and it buffs right off. When it comes to gloss, this is one of the deepest and shiniest products in the category. In my testing, only the Classe All-in-One beat it by just 0.2 of a point. You would be hard-pressed to find a better looking product than the Wolfgang Deep Gloss. This product is also very durable. In my testing, I was able to get 12 wash passes out of it. While this sealant landed in the 4th spot for durability in the traditional category, it is still much more durable than most products and has no disadvantages that some of its more durable competitors suffer from. This is also a highly slick sealant that will protect your paint during washes. Overall, this is my favorite product in the category. You can't go wrong buying the Deep Gloss, whether you're a seasoned pro or a newcomer that's trying to get their very first detailing victory. You're going to be happy if you buy this and apply it to your car. Before we move on, I wanted to give honorable mentions to Jescar PowerLock Plus, which only loses out to Wolfgang by a hair. It has all the same great qualities, but Deep Gloss just slightly edged it out in my tests. I also wanted to mention Collinite 845. This company has been in business forever, and they do make a good product. It is beautiful to look at, and it's pretty durable. Unfortunately, the user-friendliness of it doesn't come close to the Wolfgang or the Jescar, but it is still worth checking out. Before we move on to the next category, I wanted to remind you guys that all the test results for these products are on my website. There's a link down below in the description that you should bookmark and review the results. You will also find that there are links in the description to all the products we're discussing today. They're Amazon affiliate links. Whenever you click and buy anything on Amazon, it doesn't even have to be these products. I get a very small commission that helps me run the channel. Finally, I would love it if you guys subscribed, left me a nice comment, or just even click the thumbs up button. I love interacting with you guys, and it truly means a lot to me. Spray waxes are another category that has become hugely popular. These are waxes that are designed to be very easy to use, and they come in a variety of formulations, including ceramics. To me, a great spray wax must be easier than any other wax category to use. It should be as simple as spraying on and buffing off. Even better if you can use it on a wet car and dry as you wax. With a great spray wax, you also shouldn't have to worry about what you're spraying it on, whether that's glass, rubber trim, porous surfaces, for instance, the plastic that goes around truck beds. It should just go on everything that's on the exterior of your car and wipe right off. You should expect your car paint to look good with a spray wax. However, because it's a thinner product, don't expect it to be quite as 3D and deep and wet looking like a traditional wax, although they do tend to be glossier than traditional waxes, so they may actually look shinier. It should also be a fairly inexpensive product. As a rule, you're going to consume more spray wax than you would a traditional wax. Some of them you can spray a little, some of them you spray a lot, but no matter what, you're going to use it faster than you think. Spray waxes are also not known to be super durable. There are ceramic formulations that have good durability, but as a rule of thumb, they're not the most durable products out there. These waxes tend to leave your car paint a little less slick than other products. This can hurt performance when washing and protecting your paint. However, some of the ceramic formulations are pretty good. Out of all the spray waxes I've tested to date, this Car Guys Hybrid Wax is my favorite. I initially dinged it for ease of use, but that's because I over-applied. What you really need is just one spritz for a 2x2 foot area, and then it performs very well. It is easy to use and it works on all surfaces. You just spray a little on a panel and work it in, then clean it up. The stuff comes right off when you buff as long as you don't use too much. The gloss and looks were good for a spray wax, but not as deep as some of the traditional products. Still, I was happy with it overall. When it comes to cost, Car Guys will sell you this by the gallon, which makes it incredibly cheap to spray. Furthermore, you don't need to spray very much, and it makes this product incredibly cost effective. Durability was excellent for a spray wax. I got a whole 7 wash passes out of an application. That is impressive, and was only beaten in the category by ceramic formulations. The surface slickness after application was also pretty decent, nothing to write home about, but better than a lot of products in the category. To me, the only real downside of the product is that you can't use it as a drying aid. I did test it out, and with a wet car, it just really didn't work. If the car was kind of dry, you could spritz a little, but there's no way to really use this like a detail spray like some other spray products. Honorable mentions go to Gyeon Quartz Cure. It is a ceramic spray sealant infused with silicon dioxide, also known as silica. Silica is found as a component of glass in nature and as a mineral called quartz. The cool thing about Gyeon is that it is more durable than most spray waxes, beaten only by a true ceramic spray coating in my tests. It also worked well as a drying agent and is safe on everything. The biggest problem with the Gyeon product is really the cost. It is quite expensive, and it is also a product that can leave high spots on your car because of the heavy ceramic content if you let it cure without properly wiping it up. And those are going to be semi-permanent and may require mechanical buffing in order to remove them. Here's a picture of what it looked like on my truck when I messed up. My other honorable mention in the spray category is Sonax Brilliant Detailer. Technically, it is a detail spray, but it is also a secret sealant. This formula survived 14 washes while beading well, and it's pretty cheap too. Unfortunately, Sonax doesn't really look that great when applied to paint, and it's also not slick at all. So I don't really trust it for protecting the paint, but where I do like to use it is on my wheels. The final category I'm going to discuss today is high durability waxes. These are perfect for you guys that want to apply a wax and walk away for months at a time without worrying about it. So you might be thinking, why not do a ceramic coating? Well, this video is about waxes, and while I am going to be doing a lot of coating testing in the future, it's just not what we're talking about today. Coatings are also more difficult to apply. Even consumer-grade coatings are going to require proper prep and decontamination, as well as paint corrective machine polishing in order to maximize performance. Most home users don't have a quality polisher with all the correct accessories as well as knowledge to properly paint correct their car. This is a very lengthy process that can take as much as a whole day or even multiple days. This is why it is expensive when you take it to a professional. It can cost many hundreds to over $1,000, depending on the size of your car and the product and process that you choose. And when you get into professional grade products, they can get even more complicated, including the requirement to use infrared to bake in the coating. That's something nobody's going to do at home. So what's really cool is there are actually some very extreme durability waxes that will rival some of the consumer grade coatings, and they can be applied for very minimal cost with very minimal skill. So that's what I want to discuss right now. I recently learned about Soft99 and their Fusso Coat Original Formula. This is my pick for 2020's most durable wax. This absolutely blew me away. I never even heard of this company before, but one of my viewers recommended it. When I initially received the product, I was skeptical. It seemed very old school, it reeks of solvent. Even though it's got 2 lids, I can still smell the solvent right now. The product just seemed like it wasn't going to be anything special. Now, after popping off the top lid and starting to do research, I realized that this product uses PTFE, which is a fluorine polymer, as the base for the sealant. Cooks might recognize this as Teflon. The application was not the easiest, but when I used a real thin layer, it was easy enough to pass my testing. The gloss was also somewhat mediocre, not bad looking, definitely an improvement over bare paint, but not the hottest, deepest gloss. However, once I started testing it for durability, I was just absolutely blown away. I was able to wash this product 70 times before it broke down enough for me to stop. That is just insane. I have never seen a wax work so hard. So if you're looking for the ultimate in durability and an easy product to apply without having to learn how to properly do a coating, I definitely recommend this one. There is a new formula of Soft99 Fusso coat, and this formula gets honorable mentions as it is also quite durable at 22 washes, but it is nowhere near as durable as the original formula. And they also nearly doubled the price. Now this formula is a little bit glossier than the old one in my testing, but I did also notice that it no longer reeks of solvent like the old one. I'm told that this new formula is a result of EU regulations by some of the viewers of this channel. I can't confirm whether that's true or not, and some people have hypothesized that they're going to keep making both formulas. I also wanted to give honorable mentions to a new player in the detailing game. Rust-Oleum has come out of the blue with their Factor 4 wax. Now they've made lots of other spray paints and chemicals, but this is a new product line for them. And what's interesting is that this seems very similar to Soft99's new product in their performance. It survived 27 washes. Now I spent time on Rust-Oleum's website looking at the spec sheet. They list every chemical except, of course, for a proprietary sealant, which they don't disclose. A big part of me wonders if it's the same PTFE that Soft99 is using in their Fusso coat products. That may explain the similar performance between the Fusso new formula and the Rust-Oleum. Now the downside of Rust-Oleum is that they only give you a 2-ounce tube and it is pretty expensive. Furthermore, it's a two-step process, which makes it more difficult. I really hope Rust-Oleum continues to make detailing products. This was an out-of-the-blue, unexpected product from them, and it blew me away. Yes, it's not my favorite in the category, but it was still a really cool product, and I just can't wait to see what they'll make next. Obviously, they're a company with tremendous experience in chemical manufacturing. I bet they could make some really amazing stuff. Guys, I hope I was able to give you some good sealant and wax product ideas for your ride for the summer of 2020. I'm gonna be following up with another video before the summer kicks off that's gonna show you the contents of my detail cart, my tips and tricks, as well as some tools that I really like to use and some techniques. So look forward to that. And please do keep in mind that detailing can be so personal. There can be so many brand loyalties and product loyalties. This is by no means meant to be a definitive guide. These are just products I like, things that I've tested, things that I've enjoyed using. So I would love to hear about what you're using, what you'd recommend I should test, and maybe if I got something wrong, down below in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you there.